Hi everybody. So today's yoga snippet really is a tiny tip, but that you might find has huge or makes a huge difference to your yoga practice. It's all about the fronts of the ankles. I'm going to turn sideways on. So it's all about this place through the front of your ankle and trying to create space in that place. So if you move on from last week, and the week before, in fact, the springy legs, the connection with the ground, the gathering up into your centre. And then as you begin to move your way, remember moving backwards and forwards towards Uttanasana. You might be happy in a half Uttanasana or a little bit further or more towards the sort of full posture. But as you're working your way, can you be very mindful about opening up space here in the front of the ankle? Be a little bit wary, because what tends to happen when you start thinking about really going down through the ground, gathering up through the bones to create that space here, what sometimes happens is the toes start to grip. So make sure that you're more on the balls of your feet, each side of your heel. The toes themselves are nice and long, and then work at opening space. If you're finding it difficult to do in Uttanasana, you can always have a go in downward dog, which we haven't really looked at yet, but we will, I assure you. But if you come into whatever your version of downward dog is, and then just lift your heels as high as you can, as if you were wearing very high stilettos. Look with your eyes, toes are still nice and long, and look at that space in the front of your ankles. And then see whether you can keep a sense of that space as you let your heels travel towards the ground again. It doesn't matter if they don't touch the ground, but what you don't want to do is just collapse. Can you see? It's difficult to see on the screen, but I've sort of collapsed into my ankles there and they've all squished together. So no, I want to lift the heels, make the space at the front of the ankle, and then try to keep a sense of that space as the heels lengthen backwards and towards the ground. So it's something that you can play with when you're simply standing in Tadasana, when you're moving into Uttanasana, when you're playing in downward dog, and then when you're doing balances, whatever. Whenever you come to put your feet down, think about opening the fronts of your ankles. There you go, so a tiny little tip. Do let me know how you get on with that. Leave me a comment. I'd love to get some feedback. And I shall see you again next week for a little bit more. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.